Hey YouTube fam, what's up? Hope you guys are having a good day. It is the last day of 2024 and I wanted to talk about some important topics that I've been going through as a new mom. But just to give you some background, I am a working mom of two. And my kids are 2 and 1 years old. My oldest will be 3 next month and my youngest will be 2 in February. So we are definitely in the thick of toddlerhood, to say the least. So I really wanted to talk about some really important topics in early parenthood, things that I've been going through. And I know gentle parenting is a huge topic right now. And if you don't know what gentle parenting is, it's really about you as a parent and how dysregulated your emotions really are. And whoever tells you otherwise is lying to you, because gentle parenting is really hard. It's hard when your kids are gentle. If anyone has a toddler, you know what I'm talking about. Big feelings, big emotions. They don't know how to articulate their emotions, and they're still learning how to talk and express themselves and communicate. So sometimes those come out in a big way, and that's really hard as a parent on the other end to be there and help them regulate themselves. But I would say it really starts with what I've learned. It really starts with you. Gentle parenting starts with you. Taking care of yourself and your mental health and regulating your nervous system and regulating your emotions and doing what you need to do to recover from overstimulation, from overwhelm, whatever it is that you're going through. Parenting is hard, so it's really, really important for us to step away, even when we are dysregulated. I think the best thing that we can do for ourselves and for our kids is to just walk away. Sometimes you're not in a place where you're calm. Sometimes you're not in a place where you can be your best self. And that's just the reality of parenting. We don't always have good days. Some days are good, some days are bad. And sometimes, and most days are not perfect. So sometimes it's just safer to walk away and regulate yourself, so you can be a better parent. But it's hard. It's really, really hard. But I think when we do fail, and, failing meaning maybe we yelled at our kids or said the wrong thing or this and that, I think repair is key. Obviously coming back to your child and apologizing and explaining. And even though they're small, they really understand. They're really focused on your tone at that age. So I think what we've learned, me and my husband learned, is that obviously repair is key and tone is key with toddlers. But yeah, gentle parenting, it's it's hard. And anyone that tells you that it's easy, it's not. They are in fact lying to you. And as I mentioned before, I'm a working mom of two, so I work full time, and fortunately, I get to work from home, but I'm on calls and I'm on meetings all day, so our kids are in daycare full time. And I'm a social worker, so my job isn't like a walk in the park. You know what I mean? I deal with the depths of humanity on a daily basis, and that in itself is overstimulating and overwhelming for me. So when I'm done with work for the day and I go pick up the kids, I think the hardest part is there's no huge recovery period. So I'm going from one overstimulating task to another overstimulating task. So going from working all day and then, you know, obviously taking care of the kids and not knowing what moods or whatever, you know, agenda they have planned for the evening. It's hard, you know, it's really, really hard because my nervous system isn't given enough time to recover. You know, I have mostly the car ride from home to daycare to kind of like get myself together before I go get the kids. So shout out to all the working moms out there. Whew. Grace. Lots and lots of grace. One moment at a time and very low expectations is what I've learned. Lots of grace, one moment at a time, being as present as you can. I know that's hard and easier said than done. And just low expectations. Like, for example, like dinner. I used to stress out about dinner, like, oh my gosh, they need to be eating A, B, and C, and they're not. And I have to think about different, you know, meals and all these creative things. Like, sometimes you just don't have it in you to do all of that. You know, keep it simple, you know, give them what they like and also give them something that they haven't tried before, and just do the best you can. So at this age, they can be really picky, so fed is best. They said that at the very beginning when your child is born. Don't let other moms or other people make you feel guilty about it. You're doing the best you can. And one other thing that I really struggled with the most, and sometimes even now, but I think I'm a lot better, is postpartum mental health. No one really talks about this silent battle of postpartum mental health that moms go through. The anxiety, the guilt, the depression, the overwhelm, you know, reevaluating who you are now as a mom, as a wife or a partner, as an employee, as a business owner, whatever the case may be, you know, reevaluating who you are now, you know, especially as a new mom, you know, going from like X amount of years as, you know, a person just, you know, as yourself, and now you're a mother of 24/7 caregiver to, you know, these two little humans is a lot to take in. You know, my kids are almost 2 and 3 years old, and it's still very new for me and my husband, and we're still adjusting. And of course we have routines, of course we have, you know, our schedules, and we've adjusted, but gosh, they're changing every day. So we're still constantly adjusting. And I think that no one really talks about postpartum mental health. I feel like I'm finally coming out of like a really dark place that I was in. So I had the kids back to back. Like, I found out I was pregnant with our second when I was like, when our oldest son was only 5 months old. And then there was a point where they both weren't walking, you know, and that was really hard. And my husband had to go back to work, and then that was really hard because I did a lot of solo parenting. I still do a lot of solo parenting. So that's a lot, right? That's a lot to manage emotionally, mentally, physically on a daily basis. So it's a silent battle that not a lot of moms or people in general talk about, and I'm here to talk about it because it's real. It is real, and you're not alone in what you feel. I feel guilty almost every day, you know, feeling like I can always be doing something better, like for my kids or for myself and for our family, and I'm working on that. You know, I'm continuously pressing into, you know, my healing and everything like that, and doing what I have to do to be, you know, the best version of myself for my family. But I think during like postpartum, it's really important to have a supportive partner. I think that's huge. Someone that you can lean on, someone that is literally right there with you in the trenches. It's so important to have an understanding and gracious partner. You know, your hormones are going up and down, and some of it you can't control, and it's really important to like have an understanding partner. Excuse me, and to just like continue to love you through all of that. And I think it's also really important to have help if you have it. Me and my husband didn't have a ton of help when our kids were first born. We just had my mom, and she lives about an hour away, so that was really hard. And then when I went back to work, we obviously still have the kids in daycare, so that's been a huge help. But that's pretty much it. It's pretty much daycare and my mom on the weekends if like me and my husband want to go like on a date or something, or if we need like a break or whatever. Even if it's small, I say still lean on, you know, help as much as you can. I think distance does make the heart grow fonder. It gives you a chance to like recover, to do things that make you feel more like yourself, whether that's like reading a book or painting your nails or going for a walk to the mailbox, you know, just like things that like make you feel like yourself, and you're just a better version for your kids when you see them again, even if it's just for like an hour or two. Because I know some people are stay-at-home moms and full-time moms, and they don't have the chance for like that distance sometimes, or have no help at all, which I completely understand as well. So, you know, working around nap time, you know, doing what you want to do during their nap times and things like that. So yeah, it's a silent battle, and I want to talk more about it because it's something I really had a hard time with when I had the kids initially, and really I'm just starting to feel like myself again, like maybe just like a month or two ago. And my oldest is almost 3 years old, and our youngest is almost 2. So yeah, it's taken me about like two to 3 years postpartum to feel like myself again, to feel like my hormones are regulating, to feel like, okay, I got this. You know, it was such a dark place for such a long time, and I just want to say that you're not alone in those feelings if you are in the early stages of like infancy and postpartum and things like that. So your feelings are valid. I see you. And yeah, motherhood and parenting in general is not for the weak, and we are not meant to do life and parenthood alone. So lean on friends, lean on family if you have any. And you know, we moved far away from like our community, from like our family and friends when our son was first born, and it was so hard. I felt like I was like on this isolated island, and that was probably one of the hardest things. And I think we really learned to water the grass where we're at. A friend of mine, she told me, she's like, I was never given a community, so I learned how to like build my own community, and that really stuck with me. And God is just so incredible in how he's worked in our lives and how he's brought people into our lives in our community to do life with. So I'm super grateful for that. And yeah, you're doing a great job. We're all in this together. If you're a parent, you know, take care of yourself. I know it's easier said than done, but even if it's just for 5 minutes, that 5 minutes is for you, you know, little steps. All right, guys. Well, I have to go pick up the kids. Speaking of which, But I just wanted to take this time to share with you guys because I feel like it's been a while and I'm finally feeling more like myself. Also, I'm sitting in my new office that my husband gifted to me. It was really important to him that I had my own space. I do work from home, so my desk is like right over there. But this Chase lounge is really nice for like when I like to read my books or just sit on here with my laptop if I want to work here instead of the desk. So super grateful for my husband that created this space for me, and yeah, hope to chat with you guys again soon. I hope you guys have a good new year. Bye.